Hello, my beautiful souls. Doris Victoria here. Welcome to your personal empowerment channel. It is such a pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing. It means so much to me. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. First of all, a very warm welcome. In my channel, I'm sharing my inspiration, my channelings about what's happening right now. In my channel, you will find a lot of support, day-to-day information, tips, inspiration for your life's challenges, because in the end we are all here to master our lives and to become the creator of our lives. We are all here to live a happy, fulfilled, peaceful life. Why? Because we deserve it. And if anybody told you different, do not listen to these voices anymore. The truth is that you are here because you are loved. The truth is that you are here because you are unique. You are excellent. You are precious. You have something very, very unique and precious to share with the world that no one else could share with the world. So do not listen to those voices that tell you, there's enough of you out there already. No, you are unique, and you make what you teach to others unique by your own uniqueness. Your voice, for example. You are the only one with your voice. Nobody else has your voice. So remember your beauty. Remember how deserving, how worthy you are to live a happy life. And when we remember that, why did I start today with this point? When we remember the dear ones, that's when we can heal any kind of relationship, not only the relationship with us, and this is where everything starts. When our relationship with us is oneness, is peace, is harmony, is happiness, is unconditional love, then we can have happy and fulfilling relationships on the outside with other people, with our children, with our pets, with others, friends, whoever it is, family, it all starts with us. So if you are honest with your own feelings towards yourself, and you're treating your own feelings in a very respectful way, you're treating your own wounds, your own traumas in a very loving and respectful way, and I shared in a lot of my past video how that is going. There's one in particular, emotional wholeness, remembering our truth. So you might want to watch this one. But what I want to share with you today is that the way we raise our children, or the way our relationships are with others, is always a reflection of what is going in within us. So you might as well do the inner work, get in peace with yourself. Look at yourself from different lenses. Do not look at yourself anymore from the way you were conditioned to look at you from the outside world. But look at you as a sensitive, beautiful, precious human being. And remember, human being by definition means emotional being. Now, so many of us are only allowed to show our positive emotions when we are children, but not our negative ones. What was modeled to me, for example, is that, is that anger, the vibration of anger, is associated with violence. So I forbid myself to never ever be angry, because I watched people around me when I was a child. They were angry and then they got very, very violent, and they were physically, not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually hurting another person. And what happened here, this is my throat chakra, which is like, yes, yes, yes. The work we all have to do is to look at this trauma, hold it in our hands like a little baby, and just saying, I'm here now. I'm here now with you. I'm no longer ignoring you. I am here and I'm willing to reconciliate with you. Let's do this together. And you know what? Today we are safe. We don't have to look at things through this conditioned lens anymore, because we are no longer a child. We are no longer that version of ourselves that we were back then. Now we are a different version of ourselves. We are a more evolved version of ourselves. We are more conscious. We have grown. We have experienced things. So now you can keep your own self safe. You can create a safe space for your own. Like, I love to do things in a bathtub or before I go to sleep. I create my own safe space, and then I look at all the things that are nagging in my heart, and if there's somebody else involved, I'm always inviting this person to have a chat, a conversation about it, open, raw, vulnerable, naked. And I wanted to do today's video because in my last video I was talking about why so many couples split, what is going on between couples, and I was already touching on the relationship between each other and how we can heal it and how we can openly share and get to a different level of understanding, of connection. Because most of us, the truth is that we never really learn to feel connected with ourselves. And hence, when we are little and we don't feel that we are connected with our parents or with ourselves, how could we ever feel truly connected to someone else? And this is, I think, the infatuation phase in couples, you know. At first you're in love because there's the sexual influence and there's just this beautiful intimacy that makes you feel seen and heard, and both are adoring each other. But why does it fade away with a year or 2 or 3, you know? Why does it fade away? Why doesn't it stay? Well, the reason it's not staying is because every relationship, no matter how beautiful it is in the beginning, is meant to show us our own unhealed wounds. When we are getting close to someone in a relationship and we are in the beginning of that relationship, and as I said, there is the infatuation phase, the physical intimacy phase involved, we are not really seeing that because we feel so loved, we feel so seen, we feel so held, we feel so safe by the other person that there's just nothing that could spill or that could, you know, damage our high vibration. But then after time fades, the other person, because we are so deeply connected with this person, will bring up our unhealed wounds by pressing buttons that we thought were not there, or we thought, what is going on right now? Why don't I feel the same way like I felt in the beginning with this person anymore? Like, why do I feel so triggered? And that is the moment where both are invited to share from their hearts. If you share from your heart and you let your head be the servant, you let your heart be the master and your head be the servant. So you share your raw openness from the heart, provided that the other one creates a safe space for you. And you can always ask, look, I would like to talk about something. Can we create a safe space together where we're just hearing each other on, we're just listening without interrupting, we're sharing how we feel, and then from there we go and we see if we can find an equal solution, a solution that works for both of us. And most often when you do this, it works. And then you're not only spreading this consciousness, this beautiful, how can I say, divine consciousness about yourself and about your own intimate relationship with yourself and the other. You're not only sharing this with your partner, but your children will benefit. And children, dear ones, the reason I had such a great connection to children, even though I chose not to have children on my own, but I have been with children many, many times. And the reason they would always come to me and ask me for advice or ask to be with me and just be in my arms when something went wrong is because I looked at them. Look at your children as if they were adults. Kneel down if necessary so that you are on the same level. Look them in the eye. Hold their hands or hold them and then ask them openly, okay, my darling, what is going on right now? What is making you cry? You can share with me. I'm here with you. You know, most of the time what we see in this world is that children they're not allowed to cry, they're not allowed to be angry, they're not allowed to be sad or rages or whatever. These emotions are immediately, how can I say, restricted oftentimes by parents. But it is so important to be righteous. It is so important to be angry. And I believe that the reason that people are able to do outrageous things is because they were not allowed to be angry, or they were not allowed to be righteous. Those feelings were kind of suppressed by parental figures in their childhood. So it is all about allowing ourselves the whole scale of our feelings. Knowing now that you are a different version of yourself and you can control your emotions. You don't have to be afraid that emotions control you, because as long as you allow yourself to live and to feel the whole scale of emotions, they won't have any power over you. They won't have control over you. But as soon as you start to suppress feelings, that's when they can take over you. And that is the dangerous phase. So allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling right now. Rage, anger, sadness. And in my own case, it was this way that I did not allow myself to feel anger, because I saw very violent people, as I shared with you before. But as long as you're not angry, you're staying powerless, because anger is the energy that empowers you to heal what did not work and to move forward and to get unstuck and to move your butt and do things, you know? Anger is the energy, and this is why we as coaches, we're oftentimes coaching our clients into anger, because we know that now they're in a safe space, they're in a safe container, they are no longer an innocent child. But we know that when they allow themselves to feel that anger, they will also revive that spark of life within them. And that is the spark that you need in order to move forward, in order to follow your intuition, follow the ideas that you get, you know? And I want to extend what I'm telling you today, not only to children, but also to your pets. If you have dogs or cats at home, what they need is the same attention and the same love that you give to you, to your partner, to your children, as a healthy, emotionally healthy and psychologically healthy human being, just the ones that I shared with you before. You know, give them the same attention, see them as sacred forms of life. Pets or nature are not just toys. They are sacred forms of life, and they are here for a reason as well. And every single one, every single tree, every single bird, every single animal, every single child is as precious as you are, because life designed it all. And the same power that is breathing us in our sleep is the power that is growing leaves on trees, or that gives birds the insight that it's time to build a nest, to have their offspring, you know? So remember that all life is connected. Heal the relationship with yourself by really being with you, by seeing yourself as a whole, lovable, worthy, deserving human being, feeling being, and hence see all forms of life around you the same way. Also, I want to remind you that we are talking about relationships, but there's a very important point. Relationships, high vibrational relationships, can only exist when you detox anything that does no longer serve. Detox clutter, for example, detox industrially processed foods, sugar, alcohol, coffee, and all these other addictives. You know, make sure that you are in a high vibration. Go out into nature, get away from loud and human noised environments, get into nature, get into the quietness of nature. You know, eat healthy, eat organic. What we're eating, the diet, is so important to raise our vibration. And then remember, when you have pets, I wanted to really bring this up today, nourish them with natural food as well. Do not give them dog or cat food, because anything, if you eat industrially processed food, what happens to you? You get sick, right? Yeah, because industrially processed food doesn't contain any minerals or vitamins anymore. And what I know about this industrially processed cat or dog food that you get in the big surfaces in the supermarkets that comes in bags, you know, you have the dry food, then you have the wet food, but all of this contains so many chemicals. So when you poison your body with chemicals, you're not going to be a healthy and high vibrational human being. And the same happens to your pets. So if you have a pet, make sure that you share your own fresh, organic, vegetable, whatever you have, rice, vegetables, meat. It's okay. Share that with your pet and they will be eternally grateful. And high vibrational beings, as I remember, remember what I said, high vibrational beings need high vibrational environments. We have a certain power to create high vibrational environments through our own energy, which is why many people that are awakening, many people that are becoming conscious are moving into quiet spaces far away from cities. They're moving more into nature. Or if you are in a city, make sure that you have plants, that you have other forms of life around you, maybe plants, that you infuse your apartment with good energies, incense, essential oils, sacred sounds, sound. Remember, sound is where everything started. The universes were created through sound, and we are so receptive to sound. This is why many people are choosing more and more to look for quieter places far away from people that are making noise, because they're using machines all the time. Look at the gardeners, or in my last video I was sharing about cars, motorcycles that are racing at night. So make sure that you are in a high vibration so that you can have high vibrational relationships with those around you. And again, my dear ones, if you need help to get yourself into a high vibration, but you don't know how, I only shared in our short videos, I share always a glimpse of what is possible. In your coachings, in our cooperation, of course, you're learning much, much more about everything. And this is a way to really see where you need help and adapt my advice or my coaching to your needs. So it's always a very, very valuable experience. If you need help, just leave me a message in the chat or connect on my website with me. It would be a pleasure and an honor. And I say thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, you are here to be happy, and happiness starts with connection, real heartfelt connection to others. And those real and heartfelt connection to others start when we are openly sharing, when we are vulnerable, sharing our deepest emotions, our rawest, most naked emotions that we were never invited to share. And the other one can really hold you in that safe space. This is why coaching is also so valuable, because I, as your coach, hold you in that safe space where you can express yourself. I'm not a parent. I'm not an authoritative figure that is going to tell you what to do. No, I am here to have you express yourself, everything that is unhealed within you, so that we can find a solution, and that I can get you to a place where you feel more empowered, more whole, and ready to start a new life, a more fulfilled life, a happier life. So with this, my dear ones, have a beautiful rest of the day. It was wonderful connecting with you today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.